Good morning, class. Today is the first diagnostic test of 6 we will be doing to help prepare for MCAS. So let's get started. Number 1 states, in which of the following is equivalent to the expression below? So like we have gone over in class, one good strategy is to make sure we circle the key words in the question. We have to ask ourselves, what is this question asking us? It is asking which of the following is equivalent. So I'm going to circle the word equivalent to the expression below. 12 parentheses y plus 89 close parentheses. So now I'm going to ask myself, what does the word equivalent mean? Well, when something is equivalent to something else, it is equal to something else. So I'm not solving for the expression, I'm just trying to figure out what other expression is equivalent. So what I also know is, that when I have 12 next to a parenthesis, I know that I have to multiply. So what this expression is really saying is 12 times y plus 12 times 89. So when I do that, I'm going to distribute the 12. We all know what it means to distribute. It means to multiply both out. So I'm going to take 12 times y. So now I have 12 times y plus distribute the 12 to the 89 and have 12 times 89. Now because I'm not solving for the equation, I can leave it like this. So now I have parenthesis 12 times y plus parentheses 12 times 89. That would be equivalent to 12 parentheses y plus 89. So I know my answer is going to be D. Now moving on to number 2. Number 2 states, which of the value n makes the equation below true? I have n times 4 over 5, which equals 1. So what I have to do is figure out the value of n to multiply 4 over 5 to equal 1. Well, I know that 4 over 5 is a fraction. So I know when I have fractions, in order for a fraction to be whole, the same number on the numerator has to be the same as on the denominator. Or in other words, the number on top and the number on bottom have to be the same. So I have to think about, what two numbers can I multiply by 4 and 5 to get them to equal the same number? Well, we could do a factor tree, or we can just simply say something even easier. What is 4 times 5? 4 times 5 is 20. So I want to make it so I have 20 as my top number and 20 as my bottom number. So I need to figure out what I can multiply times 4 to equal 20 on top. Well, what times 4 equals 20? Well, we just already stated that 4 times 5 equals 20. So I have 4 times 5 to equal 20 on the top, and now I have to figure out how I can equal 20 on the bottom. Well, same thing. 4 times 5 equals 20, so I can just put 4 times 5. So 5 over 4, or my reciprocal fraction, is going to give me 1. 20 over 20 equals 1. So my answer is going to be A. Moving on to number 3. Which of the following has the same value as the expression below? So it says, which of the following has the same value as the expression below? So what I need to do for this is realize that I have multiplication problems. I have 156 times 34 in parentheses times 59. Well, what I can also do is change my parentheses. Since we have multiplication, no matter what we multiply, it's going to equal the same. So I can say that 156 times parentheses 34 times 59 would give me the same answer. I can't have a plus sign in here because there's no plus sign in this original problem. So any problem you see with a plus sign, you're going to go ahead and cross off. So I'm going to cross off A, and I'm going to cross off C. So now I'm left with B and D. Well, I've written out what B is. So I'm going to circle B because I know B is my answer. But let's talk for a second why D is not my answer. I have in D 156 times 59 times 34 times 59. I can't invent another number 59 twice. In the original problem, we only see it once. Here it is twice. Well, if it's 2 times, it's not going to equal the same answer as this. So D could not be our answer simply because 59 is twice. So even if you just went through process of elimination and didn't realize that you could do the associated property of multiplication, which is what we did here, you know that you can't have 59 more than once. So you automatically know B has to be your answer. Final problem, number 4. Which of the following is equivalent to the expression below? So again, I have that word equivalent. We already went over this. Equivalent means the equal to. So my expression is 8 squared, all in a square root. Well, what do we know? Let's solve the problem out. We're going to do the square first. We have 8 squared. So we just do 8 times 8, which equals 64. Now I have 64 in the square root. You all have calculators. I want you guys to type in the square root of 64 and tell me what you get. You all should have gone equals 8. So my answer is going to be B, 8. We also know that a square and a square root undoes each other, right? So if I square something, I square root it to undo it. So I also could have just realized that the square and the square root cancel each other out, and my answer is just 8. You guys did a really nice job on this. This was the first diagnostic test of 3. Please look over your own